Okay, I'm frustrated by Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, all the retrogrades, all the crap that's going on. Yeah. So, how about a prayer? Let's spirit pick. Heavenly Father, with unwavering faith, I call upon your mighty hand to shield me from evil. You are my fortress, my refuge, and my strength. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, for you are my defender. Surround me with your holy angels and fill me with your unwavering peace. I stand against any attempt to bring harm, knowing your love conquers all. Amen. Spirit chooses well. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Runes. So here's what we got. We got Saturn. We got Uranus. We got alchemy. And the alchemy is wick. Disintegrate to build, destroying one's ego, letting go of false self, deeper understanding of the self. That is wick. Then we have Uranus and Saturn. And Uranus is currently in Taurus, getting ready to leave Taurus and go into Gemini. And Saturn, I believe, is getting ready to leave Pisces. Let's see. Saturn is at 20. Okay, so Uranus is at 24 degrees of Taurus. And Saturn is 22 degrees of Aquarius. So they're both pretty close to the end of their transit, and they're getting ready to go into a new sign. So Neptune will be going into, Saturn will be going into Aries. And Uranus will be going into Gemini. Okay, so let's see. I read your wick, right? No? Disintegrate to build. So that's the same as tearing down to rebuild. Which is kind of a Pluto feeling. Pluto tearing down to rebuild. Transformation. Destroying one's ego, letting go of the false self, and deeper understanding of the self. So, destroying one's ego, just so you know, you don't want to destroy your ego. When you destroy your ego, you have very little desire to continue to live. The ego is pretty important to a lot of things. A healthy ego is actually more of a goal to set rather than destroying the ego. Mike Tyson did an interview one time, and he said that he had the lowest self-esteem of anybody he's ever met and the biggest ego of anybody he's ever met. And that is a recipe for disaster. Just so you know. When your ego is compensating for your lack of confidence, you're in trouble. So if you have that, seek help. Or if you don't want to seek help, that's okay. Just focus more on things that build your confidence, like discipline, setting a goal and doing that goal every single day will build confidence. Not lying to yourself will build confidence. If you smoke and you say, I'm going to quit smoking today, and you don't quit smoking, that's lying to yourself. So that would be, and discipline, not smoking would be a discipline thing. So setting goals, working on discipline, you don't want to destroy your ego. You just want a healthy ego. You want good confidence and a healthy ego. And that is how you balance that out. Anyway, where was I? Okay, Saturn. Saturn is the father. Saturn is a big theme right now. Saturn is also the metal lead, structure, discipline, responsibility, limitations, boundaries, karma, cyclical nature of time. Now, you know what I think is interesting is we've got Saturn in Pisces making all these aspects to the sun and the moon, and I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's not anything unusual. It happens all the time. But Sun Saturn happens once a year. Moon Saturn happens every 30 days. But anyway, there's a little stellium with Saturn, Sun, Neptune, Node, True Node. There's all these planets that are kind of converged into this one area. And right now, I think we're in like these major wars about tariffs. We're having like a little tariff war or something. I need to move this up a little. There we go. Sorry. I don't know. I think that's okay. All right. So anyway, we've got a lot of Saturn themed things that are happening right now. Okay, Uranus. Revolution, change, unconscious, sudden, unexpected, spiritual journeys, innovation, progress, awakening humanity. There's a lot of that going on right now too. That's actually in Taurus. And I'm going to look real quick because I want to see where that is in relation to the United States. So Pisces, communication. The United States has the third house is all Pisces. So we've got third house and fourth house. Aries is home. That's really scary because you got Chiron conjunct in Aries. So we're going through a Chiron return. And then you got Venus and Mars that are in Aries currently in retrograde. No, sorry. Aries, Venus and Mercury, sorry. And the fourth house, they're in the fourth house of home, where you live. So there's a lot of a healing going on right now. That's why it feels so painful. All the crap that's going on. Anyway, Neptune, Sun, and Saturn are moving out of Pisces, not tomorrow, but soon, and into Aries. Aries, that's what I was going to say. Aries is, I knew there was something and I couldn't remember what it was. Aries is the house of hidden enemies. No. The 12th house is the house I'm saying this totally wrong. Sorry, I'm totally distracted. The 12th house is the house of hidden enemies. So if you have a lot of stuff going on in the 12th house, you could have a lot of hidden enemies. The 6th house is open enemies, among other things. The 6th house rules health and work, and the 12th house rules institutions and psychic abilities, and there's a bunch of other things. But we're talking about the United States and the current place that the United States is in right now, and there's a lot of 12th house, a lot of 6th house activity going on. We've got Uranus in the 6th. We've got Uranus just entering the 6th for the United States. Moon is headed in that direction. Anyway, something to keep in mind. I've noticed on like U.S. chart time, when things are going on in the 6th and 12th, that's when we have like weird situations, in other countries. Anyway, that's the runes and the astrology for the day. We've done the prayer. And I'm going to put these guys up here. Uranus and Saturn are dominating right now as far as outer planets go. For a while it was Pluto. Now it's Uranus and Saturn. And I forgot to do... Oh, I was going to take those... Anyway, I forgot to do my deck. And I had my normal deck that I use had a disastrous problem. Had a disastrous problem last night. So I'm using a new deck, which is always good. New decks are good. I haven't seen any numbers that have popped up, but I'll tell you what, I just saw a ton of very, very bad tornado damage that has taken over. So I'm calling out full moon energy. Goodness. Cards are being really cranky. And I've noticed some waves. Waves of energy. Like everything will seem just perfectly beautiful and peaceful and calm and lovely and for like hours, and then all of a sudden there'll be like this chaos feeling that comes in, and that'll last for a little while, and then it'll go away and everything goes back to calm and peaceful again. Okay, the teas are ready. Oh, I forgot, very important. I was thinking about this morning because a lot of you watch these videos, right? And a lot of you are leaving karmic cycles. It's really important that you don't do anything to return to karmic cycles, because you have this ability. You, through your own choices and your own actions, or inactions in some cases, can actually return to a karmic cycle. A karmic cycle is a contract cycle. So it is an opposing, an annoying, a teaching cycle, like chaotic, conflict, a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, a lot of, anyway, those are karmic cycles. Okay, a lot of disagreeing with your partner or your mate. But it can happen with other people too. You can build karma with coworkers or your parents or your siblings or your friends. And now that you are clearing out, like for people who are listening to their intuition, are listening to the universe, and are doing things in a certain way, divinely guided. You're divinely guided, okay? You want to make sure that you don't slip back into a karmic cycle. So you could be tricked into a karmic cycle. You could, I don't know, you could have a reconciliation of sorts with an ex, which would put you back into a karmic cycle. You could, do something to a friend or an ex or somebody, you could do something to them or they could do something to you that would put you back in a karmic cycle. You don't want to do that. If you want to make sure that if you want to do that, you are doing it consciously. You're not doing it unconsciously. Because in karmic connections, there is a contract, and that contract can last for lifetimes. So it is the end of karmic cycles, but it is also you also need to make sure that you don't get back into karmic cycles. If you have been released from a karmic cycle and you've been in solitude and you've been on your own and you've been focusing on you, giving yourself love, and you're getting ready to go back into the world or into meeting people, you want to make really, really sure that the people that you are joining with, whether it is a friendship level or a spiritual level, doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that it is a choice that you're making and that it isn't a karmic relationship or friendship. You want peaceful, you want 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups relationships. Not 5 of Cups, not 6 of Cups, not 3 of Cups. You want 10 of Cups relationships. And you want them to be divinely guided. If you are masculine energy, you want to seek out your divine partner. If you are feminine energy, you want to sit and wait for your divine partner to show up. Because tradition, masculine being the aggressor, feminine being the receiver, yin and yang. That is higher power, tradition, higher power. That is what you're looking for. You are not looking for reverse roles. You're not looking for that. If you want to remain in a divine connection, if you want to keep yourself out of karmic connections for the rest of your life, then be very cautious. And I really just wanted to say that because I don't think a lot of people understand what's happening right now when it comes to connections. So, watch my candles for a moment while I grab my water. I can't even imagine going through a video without water. Okay, so this is the situation, the present. Not moving on to peaceful, calmer waters. Life change. No life change. Or no changes in life. No victory. 10 of Swords. And a Knight of Cups. So this looks like somebody who is either having a very bad day and thinking that nothing is going to work in their life, or somebody who is trying to avoid somebody else having a positive experience in life. And I'm thinking the latter. Yeah. It's somebody wanting someone else to not experience divine. They want you to stay in the karmic cycle. Ironically. Okay, so we got somebody who's not moving on to peaceful, calmer waters, or this is the situation. No victory. A recovery. Is this a recovery? Yeah, a recovery from being stabbed in the back. Long distance communication. And no union. So is this an X, karmic X trying to, yes, this is an X, a karmic X trying to reconcile and make sure that you do not reach your divine union. Okay. Let's see what the T has to say. Fan, romance, celebration, party. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. I think that's pretty well cleared up. We don't really need to go further. Someone you know. Okay. The problem or the challenge. The challenge or the problem. The problem is no marriage, no deception, no spiritual guidance, marriage, deception. Okay, so it's the Hierophant in reverse, and the Hierophant stands for many different things. Um, in this situation, it is about deception, not deceiving somebody. So that means that somebody is being deceived. Somebody is, there's tomfoolery. I don't even know why I said tomfoolery. I think I probably heard it somewhere, but there's tomfoolery going on. The Hierophant in the reverse, so no deception. So deception is occurring. The problem is not having deception. Then we've got no personal internal battle, leadership, the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment, and reflecting on the past. So this is somebody who take care, enemies are working against you. Yeah, this feels like somebody who wants you to be a way that you used to be. Yeah, they want you to be gullible, believe in them, have faith in them, trust them, so that they can screw you over. Yeah, that's the problem. Because there's big deception here. Protection from the powerful friend. Money and property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So somebody is actually looking to gain financially from a situation or a relationship. So that's why they're trying to lock up they're trying to secure their future financially. How's that? All right, the past. And that would be off of your back, off of your hard work, off of your money, off of your, yeah. An Empress. Is this an Empress or a new beginning? Empress? No. Okay, so we're talking a new beginning in the past. No clarity or a lot of lies. It's about not having clarity, but it can be about lies. It can be people lying to you to the point where you can't keep anything straight. A lot of burdens. Long-term focus. Illusions. Options. So this is a new beginning. No clarity. Lot of work, maybe. A lot of burdens. Long-term focus. Could be isolation. Is this isolation? And options. Okay, so this is basically what I was talking about. Spirit must like this topic. This is somebody who started the new beginning. There was no clarity. They went into isolation. They've done a lot of work. And now they're looking at their options. And that, I don't know that that's what this reading is about, but because I was talking about karmic cycles, that is the point where you want to be really, really careful about the decisions that you make and the people that you connect to, because the wrong person will put you back in a karmic cycle. And I mean that, like, if you just have one day with somebody who you shouldn't, you're right back in a karmic cycle. And you have just made your future very difficult. Very difficult. And possibly your next 10 lifetimes. If you believe in reincarnation. Because a contract can go for lifetimes, lifetime. They can keep going. Okay, so, new beginning. This is past. I'm not going to get too into it. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Wealth. The Hermit also, it can be a person. I don't get that it is person here. And it can also mean wise guide. Like, you know, making choices wisely. The lantern, you know, he's carrying the lantern so he can see what's going on ahead of him. So, wise guide. And I would say in the case of the karmic situation, that would be true too. You want to make sure that you're using your wise guide to move forward. Be very cautious moving forward. Don't fall for any get rich quick schemes or people trying to pretend that they are something that they're not. Yeah, go slow. The goal or what we're working towards. Not happy. So that means we're back to the ex or somebody in your life who does not want you to be happy and does not want you to hook up with a divine being. They don't want this. They want karmic. They want karmic. That is the spiritual battle. Not happy. A lot of work to do. An offer of money. And a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Death in the reverse. Is the Queen of Swords the person that is being attacked? Yeah, I thought so. And she's not actually in reverse. They just could see her as a, yeah. Okay, so they want this person, but I haven't seen anybody being attacked. No, because they don't have the ability. Yeah, so yesterday, I think it was, I saw that there was this group of people who had abused their their spiritual gifts to the point of having them revoked. So I'm not seeing any attack. I'm seeing somebody who doesn't want anything good to happen, but I haven't seen any attack cards yet. I haven't seen anything indicating that there was spell work. I am not seeing anything indicating that there is anybody throwing negative vibes at somebody. It's just very matter of fact. So I wonder, a lot of work to do. Are they saying they want this person stuck there? Yeah, okay. Oh, no transformation. Okay, so they want this person, this person that they see as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. She's not really the Queen of Swords in reverse. They just see her as the Ice Queen. They're seeing her as somebody who is cold. Maybe she has them blocked. Maybe she doesn't return their phone calls. Maybe the conversations are, very matter of fact. Who cares? I don't really care. Anyway, they're seeing her as the Ice Queen, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And they want to see her unhappy, unfulfilled. They want to see her working, and having zero results. No transformation. They want this person to be miserable. They don't want her to be happy. That's it. They feel slighted, and they're not going to. That is a karmic relationship. Okay, that's not a divine relationship. That anybody who feels that way about somebody else, that's a karmic relationship. And you don't want to do those again. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Warning, warning, warning. Yeah. Horseshoe. Good luck. Star, guaranteed success. So this person will have success. This other person who's trying to cause problems will not have success. What is not known or hidden? A King of Swords. Now I see the King of Swords occasionally as angels or an angel or somebody from the spirit world that is working in your favor. Archangel, angel, so on and so forth. But I don't know that that is the case. We've got regret, we have highly emotional, and we have carefree, go with the flow. And in denial, refusing to accept, walking away. Is this a human? Okay. Is this an investigator? Yeah. So a lot of times, if it isn't an angel, if it is human, King of Swords will show up as police, investigators, lawyers, judges, those types of people who fight in law enforcement. This one I knew wasn't an angel as soon as the extreme emotion came up. Because the divine doesn't have extreme emotion. I mean, they'll get emotion. They kind of get emotion, but spiritual beings don't have egos, so that it's very difficult for them to have an emotion. Ego equals emotion. Okay, so usually if it's an angel, you'll get a bunch of different major arcana cards that come up with it, not minor arcanas. And they're all minor arcanas. All right, so anyway, we've got this person who has regrets, highly emotional, and carefree, go with the flow. In denial, refusing to accept. And he's in the upright. Gavel, involvement with the law. So he is angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So he's actually kind of like an earth angel. Muddled, unclear thinking. Earth angel. Yes, absolutely earth angel. And he's pissed about something that's happening, something that's taken place, something that somebody is doing. He knows about it, he's seeing it, and it's making him very upset. Fear, worries, tense situations. So there is some tense situation that is going on. And he is in denial. He is refusing to accept whatever this situation is. Yep. Okay. Near future. Is that a decision? Decision between two things. Somebody waiting for their ships to come in. The closing of a cycle. A tower in reverse. And a star. So, somebody has a decision to make. This is kind of interesting. Is this avoiding a tower? No, it is a tower. And it is the closing of a cycle. So, a tower in reverse is usually a kind of a, well, it can be somebody who's avoiding one. Like they're trying to avoid a tower. They're working at things to try and navigate through so that they don't get hit with some catastrophic situation. So this is a decision. Someone has to make a decision between two things. It's about their ships coming in, things working out for them, the closing of a cycle, and a tower, which Spirit's saying it is not a tower about avoidance. It is true tower. In the reverse, a true tower is sometimes a realization. Yeah. So it's somebody having a realization about something. It's hard to say what the realization is, but a lot of times it's kind of like where you go, oh, it's like, oh my God, I'm realizing I was supposed to go this way instead of going this way, or I was supposed to do this instead of going over here. It's that kind of a realization, a thought process. But the closing of the cycle is very interesting. A new job or career. Target, a goal-oriented person. Happiness. And there is a star here. There's a star. So this could be financial pinch. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So one direction is positive. The other direction is negative. One direction has a karmic cycle, or is a karmic cycle, yep. The other direction is divine. Yep. And that's pretty much what happens. Like, if you choose a karmic path, you will struggle financially, you will struggle with your health, you will struggle with your relationship, you will struggle with marriage if you decide to get married, you will struggle with your children, friends, family, neighbors, karmic relationships. Also, if that person has a lot of karma and you're in a karmic union, you join into a karmic union, you take on their karma. So you not only share a relationship or a bed or, a family life or any of that, but you're going to share their financial problems. You're going to share their karmic problems. You do not want. If you want to live a peaceful, blessed, loving life from here on out, you need to make damn sure you do not get into a karmic relationship. The two paths are the tower or the star. The karmic relationship is going to put you back into more of what you have had in the past. So if you're too afraid to step up, be a leader, do things the right way, if you want to stay in your karmic life, then you just pick another karmic partner and you will stay in that. That is your choice and that is your right. And if that is what you want, then nobody's going to stop you. If you want to elevate, if you want to no longer feel self-conscious, no longer feel like you don't count, no longer feel like you're not loved, no longer be protected by the people who do love you, no longer, if you don't want any of those divine things, then pick a karmic relationship. But God is basically saying, if you pick a karmic relationship, you live a karmic life. You need to be very discerning. You need to choose wisely from here on out, and you need to treat people correctly. If you do bad things to people, you will end up back in a karmic cycle. You want to be helpful, kind, compassionate, empathic, loving, firm, boundaries. Don't be a pushover. Don't let people walk all over you. Put you first. Put everybody else second. That includes your mate, your love. Let your mate, your lover, put themselves first. You put yourself first, and you go from there. But if you enter into a relationship that puts you last, makes you leaves you wanting, leaves you feeling like you don't count, leaves you feeling like, you're being treated poorly, you're in a karmic relationship. That is what a karmic relationship is. So if you're going out and you're meeting people right now, you've been isolated for a while, and you're, be very cautious. Be very cautious. You're better off alone until you know for sure. Okay. What to do? Don't accept. King of Cups in the upright. The Devil in the reverse. No marriage. And a King of Pentacles in the reverse. So no greedy people. No people who are focused on material things over people, or over animals, or over nature, or over quality time with their family. Stay away from people that are highly focused on the material. That doesn't mean, so there's a fine line, okay? If you are focusing on your safety and your security in the material world, then that is fine. If you're going out and spending, $150,000 on a car, that is not fine. You want to be sure that you can afford, if you can afford to pay cash for the $150,000 car and still be fine as far as your family and your living situation and all that, then fine. Go for it. But if you are struggling to try and keep up with a greedy person, greedy companies, greedy friends, greedy, no, that's not going to work. King of Cups, the Devil in reverse, and the marriage card. Yeah, the marriage card in reverse. And this also could be an offer of money. You will receive a gift. You are highly thought of. Plenty of material things. Pay attention to your finances. Pay attention to your finances and stay away from the greedy guy. Yeah, so that's kind of where it all starts and where a lot of karmic relationships kind of come into play. Being overextended, you know, the ego saying, oh, I have to have this kind of a car and this kind of clothes and this kind of, you know, thing. I don't know, top of the line phones, top of the line computers, you know, you're changing them out all the time. Just, you know, living the high life and not being able to afford it. That's a problem. I don't think the high life exists anymore. Personally, I think we are downsizing. We are going to be downsized. I think we got way out of control for a long time. And people got very stressed. Everybody's very stressed. Everybody is having a hard time functioning in life because of greedy people, because of greedy companies, because of expectations like, you know, you got to have the latest iPhone at $1,500. You got to, you know, have your iPhone service, which is, I don't know, $500 a month. I don't know what it is. I think it's a couple hundred usually. You got to have, you know, the latest computer. You got to have the fastest internet. You got to have, you know, the best car. You got to have, no. And all of those things are taking away from your family, from your relationships, from raising your children properly, from securing financing or securing housing for your family. That right there is number one. You know, make sure that your family and yourself have a place to live that's paid for, not something that somebody can take away. Various other things. Anyway, this greed thing, this overextended thing, this is the path to karmicville. Outside influence. No planning. Self-inflicted wounds. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Moon. And strength. So no planning. This is people taking advantage. Yes, people taking advantage. Self-inflicted wounds. Self-inflicted wounds are stupid decisions. Let's go buy this car and have $1,000 a month car payments. No. I got a fire going. Now I got stuff in my eye. Okay, anyway. Queen of Cups in reverse, that's somebody who's overly emotional. Is this illusions? Yeah, illusions. And trying to be strong. So somebody is attempting to be strong in this situation. hopes and fears. Lies, lying, cheating, stealing. Lying, cheating, stealing. No more lying, cheating, stealing. And I'll tell you, really, really, yeah, they don't want any lying, cheating, stealing. No resurrection. 9 of Pentacles. They want to be secure. They want to be safe. They want to be in a place where they feel comfortable. And I think once you leave a karmic situation and you get into a place that is comfortable, that is secure, you realize how valuable that is. And you're not willing to put up with anybody lying, cheating, and stealing from you. And you would be surprised at how many people say, I love you, while they're lying, cheating, and stealing, and plotting your demise, and various other things. That's a karmic relationship, okay? Divine relationships, 10 of Cups relationships, that's not. And if you want a 10 of Cups relationship, you need to talk to the big guy. And you need to make sure that you follow instructions, that you are patient, and you wait, and you pray. Final advice, outcome. No spiritual guidance. A good partnership. Working with your hands. A Queen of Wands. And a Queen of Pentacles. Now, what in the hell is this? Karmic relationship? Yep. They're in the upright though. That's the part that I don't understand. No divine guidance. A good partnership. Working with your hands. A Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Okay, but why is the Temperance in reverse? I had to think about that one because I'm not really sure. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Good partnership, working with your hands. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Announcement. Dealings or relationship with man. Successful outcome to your problems. So it's got to be two different paths. Two different paths. Two different paths. Yes. Two different paths is what they're talking about. So, yeah, it's the karmic path versus the divine path. Yep. The karmic path is unsuccessful outcome to the problem, successful outcome to the problem. So you got the key and the broken bridge. Broken bridge and the key. Then you've got dealings or relationship with a man, which would be here. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. That would be there. Announcement, recognition, reward, and merit for merit. So I believe that we're talking about two different paths. The karmic path. The karmic path does not come with spiritual guidance. That's pretty much it. That is the answer. The karmic path does not come with spiritual guidance. You flounder around, you try to make it work, you deal with whatever is thrown at you, how it's thrown at you. You go through cycles of highs and lows. You deal with people who are not divine. You deal with fluctuations, constant bad decisions. Some people want to stay on the karmic path. They enjoy it. They like the fight. They like the struggle. They like the drama. They like the chaos. They like the uncertainty of being established. Some people don't want that. Some people want a peaceful. That's right. The situation started out as unpeaceful, not moving on to peaceful, calmer waters. No divine union. So this person, whoever this person is, or whoever these people are struggling with the decision between the karmic path and the divine path. And it is actually a choice that you, each individual person, has to make. You have to make the choice. And no judgment for whatever choice you make. Whatever choice you decide to make, it is your choice. But you have to accept your choice. Everybody else has to accept your choice. You have free will. You can choose. But you have to be willing once you make that choice. Like if you decide that you really want to be with this person, but you know this person is not divine, and you know that this person is karmic, you make that choice. And you live with the consequences of that choice. You can't make that choice and then say things like God doesn't love me, or my my angels aren't working for me, or they don't care about me. Or you have to realize that you have made this choice. And the karmic path does not come with the luxury upgrade of an angel working with you to co-create your life. A luxury upgrade, right? It's kind of like selling cars, but yeah. A divine path, a divine path, a divine partner, angels, spiritual guidance, those all come when you choose the divine path. And the divine path means that you listen. You listen. You get rid of your addictions. You get rid of your you get rid of your issues. You can't take an addiction on a divine path. Okay, if you have an addiction, like an alcoholic addiction, or smoking, or drugs, or whatever your pornography, I mean, I could go through the whole list, but whatever your addiction is, you're not going on a divine path if you have an addiction. So in retaining your addiction, staying in your addiction, you are choosing to go on a karmic path. And you're choosing because you wouldn't let go of the addiction in order to ascend to the divine path. And that is your choice. If you cannot figure out how to get rid of your addictions, you are automatically choosing to not ascend, to stay in a lower vibration state. And that lower vibration state comes with many consequences. The many consequences being, a lack of protection from other lower vibrational states of being. Lack of protection financially. A lack of protection health-wise. You're not going to get the guidance and the protection that the universe offers, that God offers to you. And reading the Bible, it does not put you on a divine path. It does not put you on an ascending path. You can't drink your whiskey while reading the Bible and expect all these divine things to happen. It's not going to happen. It is a time of transition, and God forgives. You put down whatever it is that's keeping you in those lower vibration states, and you'll be assisted. You will be moved into an ascension, a higher state of being. If you don't, then you stay in the lower vibrational states and you deal with the consequences of the lower vibrational states. No judgment. No judgment from me, no judgment from God, no judgment from angels. Hopefully no judgment from most people, but lower vibrational beings will probably judge you. They'll judge you daily. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. We're going to say goodbye now. Love, blessings, and I really hope that you choose that higher vibration. Choose peace. Choose prosperity. Choose protection. Things are going to get really, really intense. And you want to make sure that you've chosen the right side and that you are receiving help from the universe. Love and blessings.